U.S. President Donald Trump recently completed his first foreign trip to the Middle East. We took to the streets of D.C. to hear your questions about the Middle East, America's role in the region, and what we can expect next.
I would look to see if President Trump can resurrect the Abraham Accords and bring Saudi Arabia into recognizing Israel as a state.
The prospects for Saudi Arabia normalizing relations with Israel in the immediate term are difficult. Saudi Arabia has made it clear that in order to normalize relations and join the Abraham Accords, they would need not just a ceasefire in Gaza, but also a path to resolving the Palestinian issue. Political realities of the region might make that difficult in the immediate term, but that doesn't mean there aren't really meaningful things that we can do in the interim to strengthen cooperation between countries in the region, including Saudi Arabia and Israel. One great example of this is the India, Middle East, Europe economic corridor, which seeks to better leverage the fact that the Middle East really is a linkage between Asia and Europe, and at the same time provide an alternative to China's Belt and Road Initiative and solidify opportunities for U.S. businesses and U.S. economic leadership in the region.
These economic deals with Gulf countries are very ambitious. I mean, I heard some numbers which are, to my knowledge, are very high.
So this gentleman is right that there were very ambitious investment targets set throughout the president's trip, totaling, by the White House's count, over $2 trillion. When you break that down, it's a little bit less exciting. So you have $600 billion in investment deals announced from Saudi Arabia. You have a $1.2 trillion investment commitment with Qatar, but that includes just around $250 billion of actual economic deals, and then around $200 billion from the UAE. But it will be important to track the follow-through on these commitments, because we have seen that in the past, these commitments have not always been honored, and we saw that also from the president's trip to the region during his first administration. These are all great questions. We appreciate them. I'd love if you could follow our work, in particular the work that we're doing to strengthen the Abraham Accords and regional integration across the Middle East, and the work that we're doing specifically on the India, Middle East, Europe economic corridor. Thanks for your time.